Hey folks, welcome back. Today we're diving into a movie that has it all. From what I can remember at least. Sword fights, revenge, charm, and Antonio Banderas doing what he does best. Being effortlessly cool. We're taking a look at The Mask of Zorro because I have no idea, to be honest. But it's gonna be a good video. So as always, I'll be sharing my thoughts as the movie progresses. So kick back, relax, grab some pulpo a la galega. You know, I should have just said churros. Subscribe, because it helps my channel. And let's do this. You know, they really shouldn't just assume everyone is willing to sit and read all that. I actually prefer narration, now that I think about it. Well, now I'm lost on what's happening. I really should have read it.
What are you doing cutting holes in my wagon?
I am sorry, Señor Lopez. We were just waiting for Zorro.
Is he a man? A myth? Or a bird? Maybe a plane? But Broseph sends them home before he has to carve a coffin for them. So things are really hard out here. Their names are Alejandro and Joaquin. Meanwhile, this Don Montero is supposed to be gone because of Santa Anna's men approaching the town. I swear they're making this as hard as possible to keep up. But before he goes anywhere, he gives this Don a plot of land before the Mexican government gets their hands on it. They never specified where. It's a lot to absorb right now.
Children should never have to see the things we do.
I want to see!
Why was that so funny? Anyway, Zorro finally shows up, but these boys remain to see this craziness. Why do I get the feeling something is gonna happen to one of them? He stops the guards from doing something extremely dumb and swiftly put them in their place. With style. But the boys see the guards were waiting to attack him. Which doesn't make any sense, but let's ignore that. So they help him out. He thanks them by giving one of them his chain. I have no idea which one got it. Does his signature marking on Don Bro as a reminder not to show his ugly face here again. I'm paraphrasing. And dips. With style. This is giving me strong Batman vibes. Am I imagining things? Sounds like he's getting too old to keep up being Zorro, and implied to his wife that he's retiring. Boy oh boy, I hope nothing happens here. I'm shocked. Oh my goodness.
I have come to apologize, Esperanza. I'm sorry that I couldn't make you love me.
What the frick? Go get your own. Come on. They tried to arrest him because they figured out he's Zorro. But my boy ain't going down without a fight. No! Oh my goodness. You gonna just let him shoot the girl you wish you had? But seriously though, damn, frick, jeez. He knocks him down and lets him live, so he can live out his days knowing what he lost. Which is a fate worse than death, actually. I
want you to suffer as I have suffered, knowing that your child should have been mine.
This guy is an absolute weirdo. Let's establish this. So said, so done. He cages up Zorro and takes his daughter. Jeez Louise, my knees. 20 years later? That's crazy. Crazy. 20? Frick? Anyways, looks like the boys are all grown up now and imprisoned. Ah, okay, so they're thieves and killers. So it actually makes sense. And they get triggered when they hear how much their bounty is. It's just 200 pesos. Pesos?
Pesos.
Oh, never mind. It was all a trick.
Hey, I thought you were tied up. That's because you're stupid.
Ah, poor stupid guy. So they get overthrown.
Without me, the whole dang opera falls apart.
Okay, now something is gonna happen to them. Well, that was quick, she said. Oh no, one of them was shot. I still don't know who's who, but oh no!
Go.
Ah, damn. Well, my boy offs himself, but Broseph still relieves him of his head. Like, what the frick? These are some psychos. Okay, even though they never let us know who's who, that still stings. It really does. Meanwhile, Dunbro is old now and looking for someone. But they must really stink. Like, he almost found him too if it wasn't for literally every other prisoner being crazy. I still can't believe Zorro been in prison all this time. So it gave him the perfect opportunity to finally escape. It only took 20 whole years.
That's a lot of
Years.
I would have given up so long ago. He did switch with the other dead prisoner though, so kind of smart actually. But I need to see how he's gonna get out of this one. Oh, he just digs himself out. Never mind.
Who in your entire history has ever helped you? Zorro!
I do believe it was a rhetorical question. Psh, this fool. But my boy is just casually passing in front of Don while he's trash talking Zorro. This man is a real G. Frick!
Gentlemen, allow me to introduce my daughter, Elena.
Oh no. Oh frick. Meanwhile, Antonio was about to trade in his brother's necklace for more whiskey, but it's a good thing Zorro was there to actually stop him. This seems to be a popular town, but again, Zorro stops him before he does anything foolish, cause he's drunk and angry.
This man has got something to say to you.
Not the best combination to fight somebody. But Antonio ain't just taking that sitting down. He takes it laying down.
They would have found their way. I've never lost a fight.
Except to a crippled old man just now.
Sounds like he's lying, to be honest. Well, we finally get a name, folks. Alejandro. But it's too late now.
It's too late! Too late! Too late! Too late!
So Zorro offers to train him so he can be his successor. And he appreciates what they did for him back then. Damn, it's almost poetic.
I can't believe it. I never thought that one day I would be standing in the lair of the fox.
Don't you mean the bat?
I'm Batman.
I love how much my boy is ready and willing. I really do, actually.
Do you know how to use that thing?
Yes. The pointy end goes into the other man.
Sounds good to me. I'll save you the details of the training because it's a lot and nothing at the same time. I love it. Don't get sick, folks. Oh, how trends tend to cycle around again. I've only ever heard my parents mention it, but it's kind of strange seeing it happen in real time. I really hope all this didn't happen in one day, because it really feels like it does. We just learned about lesson number 1 and 2. Now he's really good at fencing. And he's ready to take them on. Like, what? Oh my. You know, I heard somewhere that women are attracted to men who remind them of their dads. It sounds a bit disturbing, but it's something like that.
I'm going to give you the great honor of being my horse.
I love it. I'm gonna call him Jeffrey. Well, that didn't go according to plan. Run, you fool! Run! I can't believe that's how he's able to get a one-up on them. But it's fine because he's pretty good at it, actually. This scene just reminds me of that one scene in Jingle All the Way.
I'm gonna deck your halls, bub.
He does do a lot better than Arnie, though. So he blasts his way out.
The legend has returned!
Oh my god. What? Oh my god. Oh, wow. Alright. So he seeks refuge in a church, which father is ready and willing because he actually knows Zorro. So, and hides him in the confession room, which Elena so happens to be in. The stars are aligning right now for my guy. But he didn't even realize who he was talking to until he did. Now he's ready to listen and pretend to be a priest.
Well, I try to behave properly the way my father would like me to. But I'm afraid my heart is too wild.
Oh my. Every man's dream to hear. So I've been told. She basically tells him she's attracted to him. So now the door is wide open for him. Just for him to walk through. But let's not forget he's being pursued. Oh wow. Frick. But he's a lot slicker than that. So good.
Horse! Come here!
His name is Jeffrey. Back at the lair, Tony seeks validation for his deeds, but Zorro wasn't even impressed in the slightest. He did barely get away with everything, and he has some very big shoes to fill, so...
You're a thief, Alejandro. A pitiful clown. Zorro was a servant of the people. He was not a seeker of fame like you.
What the frick? You offered to take him in, my G? Jeez! Antonio makes some good points, actually, but we still don't know how much time actually passed for training.
Anger! Choose your weapon.
What the hell? Is he really not that ready for training? Zorro got intel that Montero invited every Don to a banquet, so he wants Tony to enter as a spy.
But to enter Montero's world, I must give you something which is completely beyond your reach.
What is that?
Etiquette.
Charm.
Close enough. Again, I really like how much he's ready and willing to learn. Tony is doubtful that he will succeed though, which still proves he isn't ready. But Zorro gives him one task. Make sure the Dons don't leave the table without him. He does pretty good actually, and doesn't pass up another opportunity to rizz up Elena. Man's on a mission. He successfully gets invited to the table of the Dons, and we finally get a name for Blondie, Harrison. They really don't care about the audience knowing who's who in this movie.
Are you not the man who was chasing a legendary bandit recently?
What are you doing? What? And he just keeps going. I think he just sold himself out. I really do. But he somewhat redeems himself with everything that was said here. He actually disregarded Zorro and enraged Elena for the mission. So good job, actually.
May I have the honor of this dance?
I would be glad to.
Ooh, does she know? I doubt. But oh no, he was too busy pulling one over on Harry that the Dons left the table. Frick! So he resorts to a more advanced dance to get their attention. That was the best way I could put it. It really was at her expense though, but at least it worked. Montero basically wants to buy over California from Santa Ana using what seems to be newly discovered gold. The next day he literally shows them what he been up to, using free workers and all. That was the best way I could put it. And worst of all, it's really Santa Ana's gold, but they're just making it seem like it's gold from Spain, and they're gonna buy California in 2 days. Well damn, looks like Three Finger Jack was alive the whole time. But everything he said and tried to do was all for nothing, and they just laugh it off. Damn, they brutal. I can only imagine how Tony feels right now. But keep up appearances, my guy. Harry is watching. So Harry invites him somewhere. Alone, mind you. Alone. At least OG Zorro gets to have this moment with Elena. Obviously, Montero omitted certain stories for her, so...
Would you care for something to drink?
Oh my god! Oh my god! What? My boy just smoothed over this whole interaction and drank some of his brother juice. I'm insanely impressed, disgusted, and respect him all at the same time right now. What the hell? Meanwhile, Elena has a potential world-shattering interaction with her old nanny when she was a baby. I say potential because this is new information for her. But Tony won't be able to find the mines again because their carriage windows were actually blinded. So he has to go back to Don's house to find out where.
I miss my brother, sir.
Your brother is dead.
Ease up on the gentleness, my G. Jeez! To be fair, there is no time for any of that right now, so it really has to wait.
After all, if it's only one man...
It isn't just one man, damn it! It's Zorro!
Imagine commanding so much fear in men. like Batman. So if Santa Ana ever finds out he got scammed with his own gold, well, you can imagine what he will end up doing to them. Their solution is to destroy all the evidence of the mines existing. The people too. This was recommended by Harry, by the way. But Zorro already stole the map and caught up to Harry before he can even process what's happening.
Bend down and touch your toes. Bend over.
What the frick? Anyways, he gives Harry back his sword just to spar with him. Is that overconfidence? I actually can't tell right now. Montero couldn't help but jump in as well, but he 2v1s them and flees. It's actually a good thing none of them have any guns right now. Or convenient. And he flees again, but not before Elena sees him in a barn and demands whatever he stole from her dad. Sounds like she just wanted to see him. She's pretty good though. Even he was surprised.
Not bad at all.
They look like they're just trying to eat each other.
He was very vigorous, father.
Hell no, man. What the fuck?
But it's not over yet, folks. They're still pursuing him. Oh my god. He didn't tame Jeffrey yet. But it kind of works out in his favor because he's able to flank them.
30 guards at most. Nothing the Zorro can't overcome.
I'm not going with you.
What the frick? Oh no. And now he decides to open up about Elena and what happened to him. It's a bit strange that he chose now to be bitter about everything. The mission isn't over. And for some reason he decides to go get back his daughter and probably die trying. But you made it so far already though. Why stop now? It's almost home stretch. This makes no sense. Tony is saying the same thing I just said.
Alejandro, I taught you everything you need to survive. Now I must look to my own heart. Elena is all I have left.
Okay, I get that, right? But what's stopping you from stopping him first, then going to get her? But he goes ahead anyway, making Elena hear from his own mouth who he is. But Montego still doesn't acknowledge his words. Elena is smart enough to put 2 and 2 together herself. So she convinces him to get captured so she can later rescue him. Meanwhile, Operation Demolish Everything is happening. I just made that name up. And everyone came out for blood today. They're all using guns, as they probably should have been doing this whole time. Thankfully, OG Zorro shows up in the nick of time to help. So we're back on course. Big Z is fighting Montego, meanwhile Small Z is fighting Harry.
Now I'm free to kill you.
No!
What a dumb sequence to play out. So now my boy is shot and somehow he's still able to fight Montego. Oh, and did I mention the place was on fire? Yes, Small Z did that all on his own. Could it have waited? Yes. But he finally lands his finishing blow on Harry. And lets him know who did it. So nice. And Montego gets the same fate. Elena was too distracted this time, trying to save all the prisoners. At least he gave Antonio his blessing before passing away. But it's completely her fault. We all need to agree on this. But my boy made quick work putting a bun in that oven. Let's be real here. Can you blame him? And that's the movie. Okay, that was a fantastic watch. I feel like it's been a while since we got a good timepiece movie. Like, am I imagining things? I'm genuinely surprised I watched this story as a child because the story is insanely well done and they take their time with the characters and for the plot to develop, for us to get to know them and see this whole thing play out. The casting was amazing with a bunch of Titan actors just completely immersing themselves in their roles and everyone played excellent off of each other. But my only gripe is that the movie was a bit longer than it needed to be. So definitely not for your average viewer. Like 2 hours and 17 minutes? Are you an Avenger? Anyways, apart from that and Elena getting her father killed, it was an amazing movie. Definitely better than I expected. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more adventures through cinema. Like it would really help me if you did. And as always, thank you all so much for watching and I'll catch you all next week. Peace!